Hey boys and girls, Axeman back here again. Another little video. Today we're installing a rear, well actually it's a ditch light with the side shooters on it, but we're going to install it as a chase light and rear spot on the Bronco. So I'll take you through quickly what I've started doing. Here we've made a little bracket which is going to end up going, well, it's coming through the tailgate, and it's going to end up mounted where the spare tire is, so it's going to come through the center hole in the spare tire. I'll show you all this once it's getting going, and that way I'm going to be able to have the spot basically sitting right above the hole. It's going to be right about here on the truck. So that was the plan. So I will flip this around, run you through what's been done so far, how I'm going to route everything. All right, so here we are at the engine bay. We started, identifying all the wires in advance. That'll make it a little bit quicker every time I'm doing stuff. So basically what I'm doing, I do have a few things installed. I've got the ditch lights and I've got some little fogs that I've installed down there. So they're on different switches already. Ditch lights are on 3, the other ones are on 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 4 and 5, and so I'm going to tap into those, tap into the 2 wires, which end up being the white. So here you can see it. I basically labeled it as glove box. I mean, it's passenger compartment, glove box 1, glove box 2. So I'm going to relay those wires from the switches 4 and 5 to the glove box 1 and 2, and those will bring them to the passenger side glove box. I haven't dug them out yet. I've just removed the glove box. Now the problem is, yes, there is a wire that runs to the rear of the Bronco, but that's only one wire. I could use it and just run a separate wire, but I decided I was going to run just 2 wires down through everything out the back, because one switch is going to activate the side shooters and one switch is going to be the reverse combo flood spot light. So anyway, that's just wiring through here, routing through here. The interesting part is once we get here, I pulled this nice sleeve back a little bit, ran the wires through it, got a different type of sleeve, this stuff here, this expandable deal, wire protector, and it basically runs behind my tailgate table here to the hole that's there. I think you guys can see it, and that hole leads you to these, I think you'll be able to see them if I put my hand here. These are like rubber flaps. So I ran it through there for now. It's going to get run through. I'm not sure I'm going to go through this hole. I'm going to probably actually go right through there. I would have liked to have put a nice waterproof wire connector on there. The problem is it won't fit through any of these holes. I'll have to get a different type. So right for now, I'm going to put just blade fuses that I'll be able to connect, disconnect if I untape them, because then I'd be able to remove that light and bracket fairly easily to be able to remove my spare, because I would have to be able to remove my spare because of the way this is being mounted in front of it. So that's basically it. I could have tried to make some bracket running off of these, but it actually I actually decided to go this route. Leave a comment if you guys think it's the wrong decision, but hey, I'm doing it anyway. It's the way it's going to go. So I think we're going to I ran 2 wires. I used this 14 gauge wire. It was a doubled wire. This is one part that I stripped off. So I stripped off another piece to run it to ground over here. This is steel. It should be good for the ground. So basically from this point to the back, there's 3 wires. But from this point forward after the ground, it's going to be just the 2 power wires going to those aux switches. So hopefully this all works out well, and I'll give you an update when it's done. All right, so we just toggled the switch here just to check before we finish running everything and soldering all the connections, and it works just fine. This is on the chase light setting. Kind of hard to see in bright daylight, but they're not bad. I think they'll be fine. We'll at least do the trick for now. So we're gonna button everything up and get both wires run. It was to find the ones down here, by the way. They were up in this harness up here. I don't know if you can see that. They were in this harness. They were with all these others, and you just popped the 2 of them out. So those are the 2 for the glove box. But like I said, nothing's run right now. I just wanted to make sure that my ground was working and everything was good. So it is, and we'll finish this up. All right, guys, so all done. Here's our light. And everything's all buttoned up and good, so I'll get it on for you guys and let me know what you think. All right, so here we are. I haven't identified these yet, but on aux 3, we have a backup light, which you can see is lighting up my garage in there. We're daytime, but it's great, looking good. Happy about that. I'll give a good amount of light. No, I did not want to attach it to my reverse lights because I don't want to blind people on purpose. So on aux 5, we got the chase light. There we go. That'll do the job. It's not super high, but taking the roof off and on and everything, it stays there. The only disadvantage to this system here is that I need to remove the light to take off the spare. It was a little bit of a nightmare to unplug. I just put butt connectors because they had to fit through the hole, so I couldn't use these big waterproof connectors. But I need to, the pigtail of the light, I need to extend it because it just gets there. So what I do is I reach behind here. I can get to it from the hole here to connect and disconnect, and then I just unbolt the light here, and light comes out, unscrew the bracket comes out, and the spare tire can get removed. I mean, that's a little bit of a process, but regardless, I like the placement of it. It's out of the way. It's up high enough for people to see when it's chase light. That's what I'm using it mostly for. And didn't have to cut into the bumper and stuff. And I didn't stick a light bar up on the roof. I was thinking of putting a chase light up here, but it ends up being hidden quite a bit by the hardtop. So this is the option I went with. And hey, if you like the video, right? Thumbs up.